Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be about Cerberus and how to beat him. This boss is pretty straightforward, so let's go ahead and just jump right into gear and inventory. So in terms of gear, it's pretty simple. Obviously, have your Slayer helm. Just wear your best melee equipment. Honestly, by the time you even reach 91 Slayer and have access to Cerberus in the first place, you're probably going to have much better gear than what I currently have right here. The main thing that is important here is primarily your weapon. For the majority of you, the Arclight's going to be the best in hand slot or your weapon, which is great because it is also a free weapon. Cerberus does count as a demon. If you are using the Arclight though, you just have to make sure that it is set to the stab attack style. In this case, it would be lunge on the Arclight. Aside from that, in terms of inventory, it's pretty straightforward. It's just a bunch of food, prayer pots. I got a couple of super combats. Obviously, if you're an Iron Man, just bring your best melee combat potions that you have available. And I would recommend an energy drink or a stamina potion if you have them, just because there is a little bit of a run before getting there to Cerberus's lair. Like I say in every boss guide video that I make, your levels matter more than your gear. Okay, your levels will always matter more than your gear. Okay, get that through. Let me show you guys how to actually get to Cerberus. It's pretty straightforward. Go ahead and teleport to Falador. Once you're at Falador, go ahead and hug the left side or the west side wall. There is a shortcut over here over to the Taverley dungeon. There is a long way, but honestly, this is just the this is just the easiest way to get there. The long way takes a little too long in my opinion. Just keep going up this hill. There'll be a ladder over here within these dead trees. Now from here, you have a few ways to go about this. As you can see, there's a couple shortcuts that I have available, but that's only because I have 85 agility. So my agility is high enough to actually jump over these. If you don't have 80 agility, or 70 agility, you're gonna have to take the long way, which is essentially all the way in a big circle around, which is a pain in the butt. So I'll go ahead and showcase both cases real quick. So if you do have level 80 agility, you can just take this jump. Go ahead and take this jump. I like to play melee here because these spiders can poison you sometimes. Just avoid unnecessary damage. And just keep running up here until you reach this cave. This cave is the entrance to Cerberus's lair, basically. Now, if you happen to not have a very high agility level, where you can't use any of the shortcuts here in Taverley Dungeon, this is how you get to it. It's basically just following the path. The only thing that is required is going to be the Taverley Dungeon key, which is called the Dusty Key. There's a door that you're going to have to go through where you need that. So anyways, just go ahead and follow this route that I'm about to go through. It might be worth taking a sip of your energy potion or your stamina potion, whatever it is you're using for running. Now, right here, there is a shortcut that lets you go through this railing if you have a high enough agility level. You're still going to need the Taverley Dungeon key for this doorway right here. If you don't, you're going to have to go back and get one. Proceeding though, if you don't have the agility for that shortcut, you just keep following the path. It's pretty straightforward. And as you can see, we're right back up to the gate that we were just at if we took that shortcut. So we have the Taverley key. We'll go ahead and go through. And then from here, you just keep going west. I would probably recommend using Protect from Magic while running through the blue dragons, just because their fire breaths can do a lot of damage if you don't have Protect from Magic on. You might still take some damage since you don't have anti-fire on, but it won't be as much as it would be with it off. All right, from here, just keep going. You're going to be running through a lot of like high-level dangerous boss enemies. You can just use Protect from Melee to avoid all damage. Keep going north. Keep going. And now we're at where the initial shortcuts took us. And from here, you just keep going north as well, like we did before. All right. And now from here, we just go through the cave. All right, now that we're actually at the entrance to Cerberus's lair, there are 3 entrances that we can go through. Each one, you have to turn a iron winch in order to actually face Cerberus, okay? Now, the nice option here is that you can actually right-click and click peek in order to see if there's another player already inside fighting Cerberus. So this one says there's one adventure side, so there's someone already fighting this Cerberus. There's 3 entrances to Cerberus. So there's someone here. I'm just gonna go to another winch and see if they're also there. And just keep trying to find one until I have a room of my own. So this one has none, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually turn the iron winch in order to fight Cerberus. Or get into the boss room, I should say. Alright, and as you can see, here's Cerberus. Now in terms of fighting Cerberus, it's actually pretty simple. The majority of the fight is literally just gonna be you standing right next to him and just praying correctly. Even praying correctly, it's mostly you just standing there praying mage. Quite honestly, 90% of the fight is you just standing next to him, hitting him, and praying mage. That's literally 90% of the fight. It's super easy. There's only a couple mechanics that you actually need to know. So it's worth noting that his basic attacks, he does hit with all 3 attack styles, melee, range, and magic. At the very start of the fight, and then every once in a while, periodically throughout the fight, he will do all 3 at the same time, which I will refer to as his combo attack. Okay, so he does the combo attack at the very beginning of the fight, and then periodically, I'll show on the screen, according to the wiki, when he does each of his special attacks, including the combo attacks, in whatever certain order. This is relevant because there is a tech called the Ghost Skip, which is going to be very useful for any of you Iron Men out there who don't already have a spectral shield just yet, spectral spirit shield, which is very useful for this boss fight. Without further ado, let's go ahead and showcase the fight. It's really simple. Like I said before, this boss is mainly just you standing right next to him and hitting him. So he's going to start off with the combo attack that I mentioned earlier. I would drink the super combat potion now if you haven't already. Remember that your Arclight needs to be on stab. So he did the combo attack. As long as you're wearing melee gear, you won't really take much damage against the melee or ranged attacks very often. And since you're primarily weak to mage, you're praying mage, so you're not going to take damage from that either. So depending on your defense level, you're not going to be taking damage very often. So this is basically most of the boss fight. Now, when you reach under 400 HP against him, by his 14th attack, he starts off ranged, then melee, then mage. Okay? I drink my prayer pot, put on my quick prayers, continue attacking. So you saw how like there's 3 different colors of ghosts over here? The colors correspond to the attack style. Green is range, red is melee, mage is blue. Now, there is a tech called the Ghost Skip, which is essentially that as long as Cerberus is over 400 HP by the time he reaches his 14th attack, he will not do his Ghost Skip for another 14 attacks. In which case, as we're going to show you right here, okay, I got him to 411 HP right now, so all I'm going to do is just wait for him to do his next combo attack, and then wait for 3 more attacks. I'm going to turn off my piety to preserve prayer. There's his combo attack. I'm going to wait 3 more attacks. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. Now I can go ahead and continue attacking Cerberus. And this is the Ghost Skip. That's literally the Ghost Skip. It's pretty easy. This will help you preserve your prayer pots quite a lot. So your trips can be a little bit longer. Your kills will take a little bit longer as well to get. But with Iron Man out there especially, since I know getting prayer pots is a pain in the butt, it helps out a lot. This is the lava that I was talking about. Once he reaches under a certain HP, he says "Gur" and shoots out lava. Just stand 2 tiles away and you'll be fine. That is it. That's Cerberus for you. It's a really easy boss, super chill, very enjoyable, and he drops pretty decent loot. Alright, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please, by all means, give the video a like. I would really appreciate it. Maybe leave a comment down below as well. Subscribe to the channel. anything you can do to show support, I would truly appreciate. As a reminder as well, I just made a new Discord for the channel, as well as I'm looking to start a clan sometime here fairly soon in the future. Without further ado, hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.